It brings us this report from Vietnam. We would like to warn viewers that her story contains images which you might find disturbing.
This is a reality in Vietnam which the world does not see. These children are the victims of a powerful chemical, Agent Orange. Almost 80 million liters of the poisonous herbicide was sprayed by the US military during the war in Vietnam. The aim was to destroy the jungles that provided cover for the Vietnamese army. But the powerful weed killer contained one of the world's most toxic chemicals, dioxin. Cancer, birth defects, psychiatric disorders, diabetes are just a few of the diseases caused by it. Woo Tang Kim's daughter is blind, her arms and legs are deformed and she is mentally handicapped. He was a soldier during the war. He says when the chemical was sprayed on their base, they didn't know how dangerous it was. And only after his daughter was born, he was told by doctors the dioxin he was exposed to affected his genes.
If I had my leg cut or went blind, that's okay. But here my blood was poisoned. And even though the war ended in Vietnam, every time I come home, I feel very sad when I see my daughter.
Kim says the $1 a day he gets from his government is not enough, and that it's the US who should compensate. But the American's constitution protects those who were responsible at the time, so the victims took the companies who developed Agent Orange to court. But the judge, who had previously awarded millions of dollars to American veterans who suffered from the poison, threw the case out.
The American judge rejects the claim of Vietnamese victims because they did not respect the reality of Vietnam and they did not respect justice.
Nguyen Trong Nhan heads the Vietnam Association of Victims of Agent Orange, and he says that despite having little faith in America's legal system, the battle continues, and they hope to win their appeal. Da Nang International Airport, now the global gateway for millions of tourists. What they don't know is that it's also one of Vietnam's 3 toxic hotspots. The American military stored and used dioxin at this former airbase.
Local people here are still being chronically poisoned. The dioxin that was sprayed on the territory doesn't go anywhere. It's very resistant.
The residents nearby were warned only last year that vegetables grown here and the fish caught in the lake are poisonous. Here at the Peace Village in Hanoi, the lasting legacy of Agent Orange is clear.
Most of the children here suffer from mental underdevelopment. Many of them cannot write, read or speak, and some aren't even able to respond to their own names.
Singha has lived here for 10 years. Her family is far away and she sees them only once a year. But she says even though she misses them, it's only here that she feels comfortable.
When I was at primary school, other children often teased me, and it was very difficult for me to join the community and to play with friends.
She says she knows little about the war or the poison, which still affects her life. But she says her biggest dream is to become a doctor and treat those yet to suffer from Agent Orange. Olga Masalkova, RT, Vietnam.